Alex, let's move on. We haven't talked about this yet on this show, so I want to dive into it for about 5 minutes. The NBA offseason, all right? A lot of change happened. Obviously, I think the Clippers are the favorite now to win the championship. The NBA's fun again. That's all I care about.
All I have to say is this. I am inevitable. It was inevitable that something had to do it to rebalance the league. They finally...
Well, the league's still not balanced. The East isn't balanced. The East is terrible.
I'd say, overall, you don't have that Golden State freaking death lineup.
No, you don't have that, but... The West is so tough. There's the 13th best team in the West that could be the 5th team in the East. That's how bad I think the East is going to be this year.
I would love to see realignment at some point, but because I think just having a West and an East, you need to have a little bit of a mix.
No, I like it. I just think that the West is good now, and that's the reality. In 10, 20 years, the East is going to be good.
Yeah, because it's a cyclical cycle. In the next 5 or 10 years, you'll see the East dominating compared to the West. You'll see that. I can guarantee you that the East in 5 to 10 years will be dominating more so than the West. And I'm not saying NBA title-wise. I'm just saying how the sheer dominance of the teams play. Because don't forget, if we were talking about Durant being healthy right now in Brooklyn, that'd be a totally different story.
Yes, it would be for this year because Brooklyn would be the favorite to win the East.
You have a ton of good teams across the league. You don't have two, 3, or 4. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams that can honestly compete for the title.
I mean, you got about 13 teams in the West who could realistically make the playoffs.
I'm just talking about the title. You have 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 teams that I could name that
got a lot of teams.
Have at least a chance to win the title, and it's all very plausible. It's not all just on a pipe dream. This is why I'm saying it's all balanced, because even though one conference is a little more stacked, we saw how much, Golden State may have had a ridiculous amount of talent, but Toronto had something that could overcome that, and that was team cohesion.
Oh, no, Toronto won that championship because Kevin Durant got hurt and Klay Thompson got hurt. Did anybody not watch Game 6?
Klay Thompson was hurt at the end of Game 6.
Did anybody not watch Game 6? That game was over. Klay Thompson was taking over that game, and he tore his ACL. I give Toronto zero credit. They won because of injuries.
So basically,
just like Golden State did in 2015.
Just
like Golden State did in 2015. Look, Kawhi Leonard won.
Golden State gets no credit for the 2015 title, correct?
They really don't. They beat LeBron and Matthew Dellavedova.
But the Warriors still had multiple All-Stars on the floor versus having one.
They did.
They had one All-Star for the Cavs on the floor, and the Warriors, until the very end of Game 6, had 3. Not even counting DeMarcus Cousins. They had 4. And Draymond, Cousins...
Boogie was hurt. Draymond's overrated. Draymond's in decline already.
Draymond has been taking stat hits to help the team.
Steph Curry has been exposed. I mean, he can't get out of a box and one if he tried. I mean, he's only good as a shooter. So Toronto had the better team because they had good depth. Golden State had no depth. Once Klay went down, once KD went down, that was it. It was over. And Toronto shot the ball really well, by the way. If anybody doesn't remember that, Toronto, I think, outshot Golden State in 4 out of the 6 games. Every game they won, they outshot them. They couldn't miss.
Okay, we went off on a tangent.
So, no, I'm not going off on a tangent.
No, we went off. We went off where we were originally going, I think.
No, this is where I want to go. Because people are giving Toronto all this credit, and I've given them 5% credit, maybe. Toronto's a good team. Without Kawhi Leonard, the East is so weak this year. They're going to be a top 5 team in the East. Toronto's still good. So
it depends on Pascal Siakam's development.
Siakam's good. I didn't realize
I need to see how Siakam plays this year before I say anything about Toronto, because I'm not.
No, Toronto's going to be good because the East is so terrible. It's not even funny. Look, if I'm a bottom team in the East, and I'm talking a 6-7 team, maybe a Detroit. Somebody like that.
Oh, that'd be perfect for the Bernard Detroit hockey.
Listen, if you're the GM, why wouldn't you call Washington about Bradley Beal? Why wouldn't you call Minnesota about
trade assets?
But listen, you have an opportunity this year to win the East if you get those 2 guys. The East is so bad.
They don't have enough room with their cap. That's the thing.
What about Cleveland? What if you get rid of Kevin Love? What if you get rid of Kevin Love? What if you get rid of Colin Sexton? Bradley Beal match the Kevin Love contract.
But is that going to make you a wholly complete team.
For this year, yeah, you could be a top 4 team in the East.
I don't buy that. I don't. I think you need more pieces because just having Garland,
Beal, and Cat versus Kemba.
You can't get both of them. You're not going to be able to get the cap.
You could.
They are too far against the cap. Or
no,
closer.
They're not because you can get rid of the Love contract.
I'm saying that
trading Kevin Love.
Get it.
Trading
both of them are on their max salary contracts right now.
Yeah, and so is Bradley Beal.
So what I'm saying is that if you try to acquire Karl Anthony Towns, it's not going to work because you swap Kevin Love. Let me say this.
You swap Sexton for Cat. That's what I'm saying here.
No, that's not equal. That's not equal. They are like totally. There's like a $25 million
discrepancy. Cat's on a $5 million contract.
No, he got extended already. He already got extended. I'm fairly certain that Karl Anthony Towns has been extended already, and he's playing under his max contract.
Let me see.
Karl Anthony Towns, I'm fairly certain, and if I'm wrong, I will go on record saying I'm wrong, that Karl Anthony Towns has already been extended. He's under a max contract salary.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, so it would not work. So basically, throw that scenario out the window, because you can't do the deal because Karl Anthony Towns isn't on that salary.
Why not trade Sexton for Bradley Beal though? Why not? Because I'm not a fan of Sexton.
Because you do that and just have Beal and Garland, that's not going to get you to the playoffs because we don't know how good Garland is yet.
Oh, Garland's special.
I know, but I'm just saying. You need more pieces than those two, and more than Larry Nance, and more than Osman. You need more pieces in order to get back.
This year?
Yeah,
no, you don't.
I think you do.
The Cavs can make the playoffs this year. This team right here, this sticky team, can make the playoffs in the East.
I don't think so. There's still too much.
The East is so bad. It is so bad. The Knicks can make the playoffs.
Heck no! Heck no! That one I'll fight.
You could win 30 games.
The East is not that terrible.
Yes, Orlando's terrible.
Orlando, Philadelphia, Boston, Brooklyn. You have
there's
who else?
4. Milwaukee. There's
Miami.
4. Miami and Jimmy Butler. They're going to be
Indiana. You have Milwaukee. You have one other team that you could throw in there.
Okay, so that's like 6 or 7.
All those teams are better than the Cavs, and you have
all the other teams are basically the same level.
No. Most of them are above the Cavs, except for maybe 2. Most of them are above the Cavs.
Let's run through the Eastern Conference really quick.
All right, so run through the Eastern Conference, because I don't think people heard you that well on the mic since you had to move away, but that's fine. Just let's see. Let us see.
Let me go through the standings of last year so I can get every team in the East.
All right, so go from top to bottom.
Let's let the computer load up here. We got about 25 minutes left, guys, so we're good. This is enjoyable. Bridge World Bucks Radio on a Friday. This is awesome, man.
Well, while we have this stuff up, don't forget, we have several departments to join.
Absolutely.
Web staff, sports staff, multimedia, everything like that. And if you think you just have to be a radio DJ, you don't have to. There's so many opportunities that you can do outside of just radio. You can write articles on music, sports, concerts. You can do it on almost anything you want within the realm of, reasonable cause or stuff like that. Don't feel like you have to try out just be a DJ, and we would love to have people come in to be, show hosts for whatever show that they want to do. Don't feel like you have to be pigeonholed, because I know that there's some people that think, I have to do this, this, and that. Don't, because there are so many opportunities, so many things that you can do here. Come on out. Tryouts are from Tuesday, September 3rd next week, until Saturday, September 7th. And then if you do get selected, there will be orientation the next day around 11:30 in the morning. So please come and try out. If you're hearing this on campus, if you're someone who's interested in BSR, come try out. We'd love to have you on board. Trust us on that.
And to go along with that, guys, did you guys know that Bucksville Radio, we do sell merch? We have several different types of t-shirts, stickers, pins, record bowls, and more. Check out our merchandise via our website, bucksvilleradio.com. You can find the shop link in the top corner of our site. Stay tuned and show everyone your favorite Bucksville Radio merchandise. Okay, I have the standings pulled up here.
All right.
So let's go. Number 1 last year was Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. They're a playoff team. Toronto, they're a playoff team. Philadelphia, playoff team. Mm-hmm. Boston, playoff team. Indiana, playoff team. Brooklyn, playoff team. Okay, then we get into this conversation. Orlando.
Yes. They are a playoff. I'm not saying they're surefire, but they are a playoff caliber team.
Detroit.
They can be a playoff caliber team.
And then, Charlotte, they're going to stink.
Charlotte's going to stink, yes.
Miami?
They are going to be a playoff caliber team. They have Butler now, and they have Goran Dragic still.
Washington?
They can be maybe. They're a maybe, so like 9.5.
Atlanta, they're better. I don't think they're a playoff team. They could be. Yet.
I think they have a chance, so I'm going to count them as the 10.5.
Chicago?
No.
And then Cleveland and the Knicks. So
you have like 10 to 11 teams that could reasonably make the playoffs of the Cavs. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. They could potentially, because Washington, I don't think is going to make it.
I still think if you try to trade for Beal, he wants to get free agency. He hasn't signed that max contract offer because the Supermax is coming up. But also, don't forget that if you're going to trade for him, you don't have all the trade assets you have. You haven't been able to recover them all yet because you traded so many away. Washington's going to want more immediate stuff, and I would honestly be trying to look at the drafts where you could maybe have high schoolers coming out, and also, if you're still bad in just that scenario, have one for like LeBron James Jr.
Okay, well, one thing about this. If you're a team, like a Toronto or a Boston or something like that, like Washington, like Bradley Beal doesn't want to be in Washington. They really don't have a point guard this year because John Wall's out. Yeah. Why doesn't one of these
because salary cap. Don't forget, salary cap is a thing.
But you can make it work. I guarantee I could spend.
I don't think the Wizards would take Love. I don't think the Wizards would take Love.
We don't have the time to do it today, but I'd come up with a trade scenario for Bradley Beal for every team.
Yeah, because I think you want to talk about NFL still?
Yeah.
And we've only got like 40 minutes.
Well, about 20.
Give or take, yeah. I'm at 20. 20. What am I thinking?
Because it's 11:40 right now.
That would be a boo button worthy moment right there, but don't do it.
But okay, so I'm just saying you have potential that if a team would want to trade for Bradley Beal, the East is so weak this year, in my opinion. You could try to at least compete for a championship. Whoever makes it out of the East, I don't think is winning a championship. But
I think Philadelphia has a definite case, and I think
Philadelphia got worse.
I think
Philadelphia got worse.
Adding Al Horford?
I don't like Horford versus Jimmy Butler. I would have went with Jimmy Butler.
But they still didn't they get another? They re-signed Horford. They re-signed Tobias Harris, and then they signed Horford. And Tobias Harris is still improving.
But they lost J.J. Redick. I think that's a big loss. I don't know. I'm not feeling it with Philadelphia like I did last year. Because I think Philadelphia would have won the title last year. I'm serious. Joel Embiid doesn't get hurt. Remember, that game went to a Game 7.
I don't think he was hurt. Wasn't he sick?
He's sick and hurt. We don't really know what happened to him. Then it went to a Game 7. Kawhi Leonard hit the luckiest shot in the history of the NBA.
I don't think it was lucky. It was just clutch.
No, it was lucky.
All right,
Boom.
All right.
If Philadelphia,
but it was cool. It was cool.
No, it wasn't cool. It was stupid because I was rooting for Philadelphia.
Oh, that's right.
Philadelphia would have beat Milwaukee. Then they would have won.
Well, you're biased then because you got some Philly fandom in you.